Hi guys and welcome. Let's talk about the flow model on drops. When talking about the flow model, the challenge versus skill on drops, first of all we need to take into account the approach. In this specific drop the approach is very smooth and very easy, and it allows us to prepare perfectly for the drop. That, however, isn't always the case. So if the drop you're practicing on has an abrupt approach, make sure you can still be able to reach it in a good stance and ready to do the drop. The next thing we can see on this rock, we have a lot of different options. You can see that starting from the right side, we have a smaller drop. And as we go more to the left, you can see that the drop is getting higher and higher and higher. Getting into airtime, we must feel comfortable in the air. So starting off with a big drop might get you too much airtime and you might feel uncomfortable in the air, starting to freeze up and lock up, ending in crashing or falling. The way we have to improve our skills and also get more comfortable in the air is by dropping more and more and more, and starting off with smaller sizes and increasing it slowly as we get more comfortable. So even when approaching a rock like this that you can drop, try choosing the height that you feel comfortable on. You can see that we have different heights here, so make sure you use the rock, all of it, and choose the correct line for you. Usually, as we approach the drop, the stress levels are going up as we approach the drop. Make sure you have enough space to stop in case it's too stressful, so you can stop safely and not reach the edge of the drop while you're still carrying speed. Maybe the worst thing that can happen to you is to regret at this moment, just before you reach the edge of the drop. And now you try to apply the brakes, you can't make it, and you'll just fly out like a dead sailor. So when you approach a drop, be mindful of your stress levels early, and don't delay the decision whether to drop or not right to the edge of the drop. Last thing is our landing. Just like the approach, our landing might be abrupt, or we might have a tight turn right after landing. These things might influence the speed we have when approaching the drop. We can't come in very fast if we have a turn right after it, because we need to prepare for the turn. So that might make you drop at lower speeds. For that, we have a curb challenge talking exactly about how to improve your skills on going slow on drops and still being able to drop it. On this specific drop, we don't have anything, not on the approach and not after the landing, so we can come at the speed that we feel comfortable with. So choosing the best drop for you actually includes choosing a drop that has a good approach, that you can choose the speed and maintain a speed that feels comfortable for you. Choosing the correct height for you of the drop, which is also not stressful, but again, gives you a bit of a challenge. And looking at the landing to make sure there are no obstacles that might interfere with the speed that you're carrying throughout the drop.